we have a long question on the board, but even though this question is long, but it's very simple. I always tell my students, one of the things you'll be doing in chemistry is to reason. Chemistry tests your reasoning. So just like the way you did quantitative reasoning and verbal reasoning while still in primary school. Okay, so that skill you used back then will be applied here. Okay, so this is trying to test your knowledge so far in chemistry, and just like I mentioned earlier, it's not difficult. Let's go through the question and then try to answer the question. Okay, the question says, when drops of compound X are added to calcium oxide, compound Y is produced. Full stop. Y reacts with ammonium chloride on heating to produce gas Z, which turns damp red litmus paper blue. I. Identify XYZ. II. Write an equation for the reaction of I, X with calcium oxide, II, Y with ammonium chloride. Okay, now when you see a question like this, look out for hints that will help you answer the question. You were told already that the reaction between what? That the reaction between Y and ammonium chloride, and then when heated, produces what? Gas Z. And this gas Z is turning damp red litmus paper blue. Now you ask yourself one question: which gas turns damp red litmus paper blue? Definitely, it's going to be what? A gas which is basic in nature. And one gas we know for sure that does that in chemistry is what? Ammonia. Okay, ammonia gas. If that is the case, you now hold on to that one. Okay, let's look out for another hint. Drops of compound X are added to calcium oxide, compound Y is produced. Okay, then Y reacts with ammonium chloride. Then you ask yourself another question: what will react with ammonium chloride to produce a gas which is basic in nature? In chemistry, we know that when basic solutions react with ammonium salts, ammonia gas is produced in the process. Another hint gotten. Then with these two hints you already have, you are good to answer the question. If this is the case, drops of compound X are added to calcium oxide, compound Y is produced. That means that compound Y is that what? Base or the alkali that was produced in the process. But since it's calcium oxide, that is definitely a base and not an alkali. Hope you know the difference between a base and an alkali. I would want to see that. Drop the difference in the comment section. I will wait for your response at the comment section. Okay, let's proceed. Now, compound Y was produced when drops of compound X is added to calcium oxide. So you ask yourself this question: what is that compound that we added to calcium oxide to form what? A compound which is basic in nature. Of course, X is definitely what? Water. Do you get it? So we've identified our X. Our X is what? H2O. Compound Y is produced when compound X was added to calcium oxide. So then this Y, what do you think Y would be? When calcium oxide reacts with water, what is formed in the process? Definitely what will be formed is what? Calcium hydroxide. So this is what is formed, calcium hydroxide. So we now have our X and our Y. Then we already know our gas Z. That was the first gas that we identified. So the gas Z is what? Ammonia gas, NH3 gas. Okay, now this is our what? Z. Write an equation of reaction for the reaction of X with calcium oxide. Very simple. So the equation of reaction is what? H2O, which is the X, plus the formula for calcium oxide is this. Then what will be formed in the process is what? This is it. Okay, is the equation balanced? Yes, the equation is balanced. 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen, 1 atom of calcium, 1 atom of calcium. So the equation is what? Balanced. Now let's proceed to the next. An equation of reaction of Y with ammonium chloride. We already know that our Y is what? Calcium hydroxide, which is this. Then the formula for ammonium chloride is this, NH4Cl. Then when this happens, this is what will be formed. We are going to have CaCl2 plus, what next will be formed? H2O plus ammonia gas, NH3 gas. So this is a liquid, this is an aqueous solution, this is also an aqueous solution, and this is also aqueous. Okay, so this is our equation of reaction for what? Y and ammonium chloride. Okay, so do you have any question? If you do, you can drop your question at the comment section. See you in another episode. Thank you.